Hey guys, I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be the most serious video I think I've done, but I hope it turns out good, because normally I talk to Christians or women, a specific group of people, but that's for everybody, literally everybody out there, because I feel like if you're a human being, it applies to you. And today's video, by the title, you probably already know, it's about abortion. And I previously made a video about abortion before, one that I wrote out and thought about, and it got messed up. I don't know why. I think it was, the devil trying to get me down. But it got messed up. The video disappeared and it was audio in some parts and not on other parts. So I'm going to do another video, but I did not write nothing about this. I'm just speaking straight from the heart because I'm getting tired of seeing how this is going down. I was on Twitter. That's what made me think of this. And some girl posted, it was like a scoop of tamana. I don't know if you guys be on Twitter, but it's basically a topic that, people can go and share how they feel about it. And this one was about abortion. She said, I'm going to put it on the screen. She said, sis, if you don't want that baby and if the daddy don't want that baby, go ahead and abort it. Or if you're not in the stable position to have a child, go ahead and abort it. That's your choice. Don't let these Twitter heads make you feel bad. I support you. And to me, that was shocking. That was shocking because at first, we all know abortion was like, it's not really a human, it's just a fetus. That was like the first argument they made. And I was like, okay, well, if people don't believe it's a human life, then they don't really feel like, they're killing it. But when science proved that it was a human life and that at conception a new DNA source is made right away, then okay, what's the new argument? The new argument is, well, it's her choice, it's her body, she's the one that got to carry it for 9 months, etc., etc. And at that point, it became like, yes, a human life, but she got to go to school. Yes, a human life, but she still need to, live her partying years, her 20s. But basically it was like, yes, a life, but that don't matter. And how did we get to that point? How did we get to that point to be like, yeah, our conscience is telling us we're killing another human being, but it don't matter. And that's just where I'm at with, this whole abortion movement. I hate it here now because once you learn more about politics and stuff, you realize really what is happening out here. And like I said in the last video that got messed up, I believe that a lot of people in power, the politicians, Satan is playing at their hand. That's what I really feel like. So sometimes we could blame Donald Trump, we could blame Hillary Clinton because I really did not like her. We could blame individuals, but at the end of the day, if you're a believer, especially if you're a believer, you can see the way Satan is moving. You can see it through politics. That's why I don't understand why so many Christians avoid politics. Like, those are clear signs of what's happening in the spiritual realm. And if you don't follow politics, you will miss a lot of things that are happening. Sometimes I wish I never got into politics because it gives you so much to pray about and burden your heart, But I am glad I got into it, at the end of the day, because it's better to know things than to be missing what's happening in life. Now, there's some Christians that I know that are on the fence about abortion. That makes zero sense to me, but everybody has their story, And then there's some people who aren't Christians at all, and I still think that they shouldn't be on the fence about it. I don't think you need to have faith to know that killing babies is wrong. I really don't think so. Like, there's some things that Christians believe that unbeliever, wouldn't necessarily find wrong, which I get, like listening to certain types of music and stuff like that. If you're not a believer, why would you care, But if you're not a believer, you should still care about babies, right? Like, you're not a devil just because you don't believe in God. No, you're still a good, decent human being who should care about babies in the womb. And now It's not even like just tissue. The third month. It's not just that. It's all the way up till 9 months, y'all. Like 9 months, and everybody's like, that doesn't happen. But if you don't keep up with politics, you do not know that happens. In New York, that's passed as a law. You can have abortion up to 9 months for any reason. It's not even life or death. For any reason. If you say to the doctor, you know, I need this, and the doctor says, okay, you good to go. So, you can't even play the card like, it can't really live outside the womb on its own. So you can't even play those cards no more, because at that point, you could be in labor and you'd be like, wait, get rid of it, and they'll do it for you. And I learned recently that the heartbeat of a baby starts at 3 weeks. So the first trimester is still really bad timing. It's just really bad because it's already got a heartbeat. Now, I want to say in this video, I might cut this to the beginning, but this video is not to bash on people who have had abortions or to make anybody feel bad for having done that in their life, because that's not why I'm here. You know, we all have our past and we all have made our decisions. You know, some of us regret them and some people don't. But I'm here for anybody who has been through that, because I know that's really hard, and I'm always going to be having my DMs open for people to come talk to me about things that bother them, no matter what it's about, even if it's something that I would have never agreed with. You know, so I'm not here to make anybody feel bad for having had abortions, because, you know, I know lots of people who have. I'm here to tell people to stop voting for it. Stop voting for it to be passed in the future. From now on, it really shouldn't be a thing. Roe v. Wade. But yes, I want people to stop voting for abortion. And I made a tweet a while back saying how, you know, pro-life is, you know, for no abortion. So how did pro-life, how did the opposite of pro-life become pro-choice? Wouldn't it, by logical technicalities, it'd be pro-death? Wouldn't it? And then when the pro-choice side talks about it, they call pro-lifers, they call us anti-abortion. Why would they call us that? You know, like, we're not anti anything except killing babies. So why wouldn't they call us for what it is? Why they're going around semantics. They're going around words right now, and I really don't like that. How did you get people to consider pro-choice when there's a bunch of choices for pregnant women, a bunch of them, and pro-choice promotes none of them? Pro-choice promotes the killing of the baby, when pro-life promotes adoption, motherhood. It promotes prevention of pregnancy, birth control, abstinence. So pro-life is the one that gives so many choices. Pro-choice gives you one choice: to end the baby, to kill the baby. Because if you choose to let the baby live, you are therefore pro-life. So it doesn't make sense. And I feel like if you're a woman or a decent human being at all, and you are pro-choice, I feel like you have been enchanted. You have been put under the spell of corrupt politicians who are being influenced by Satan himself. That's honestly how I feel. There's no argument that I've heard that made me feel like, okay, now since I know that, I'll be pro-choice. And I actually want to do like interviews and debates on my videos about topics like this, because some people do have good points that I might not have heard, or, you know, things like that. So I do want to hear from the people themselves instead of just from what I see on the media. So if anybody would be interested in that, who's not afraid of dialogue and stuff like that, you know, hit me up, leave a comment down below, whatever. But Yes. I just don't understand, you guys. I don't understand how pro-choice seems like the majority of people's beliefs. And I could be wrong, but I do feel like if you're pro-life, people think like you're judging. Wow, you're trying to judge people. You're trying to control women's bodies. You're trying to force them to have babies. No, the only people who force women to have babies are rapists who get them pregnant. Those are the only women who would force a woman to become pregnant. He still can't force her to have the baby because she can abort it. So there's no one out there forcing women to have babies. They're only wanting to stop them from killing it. And I know rape is one of the perfect examples that people like to use. Like, but what if she was raped? And somebody made a good point. They said, should you punish the child for the father's actions? And I don't think so, because my daddy did some bogus stuff, and if that's how life worked, I would be in jail. But on a serious note, I don't think there's really no good reason for abortion. When it comes to life or death of the mother, I feel like when that moment comes, the doctors have to choose, okay, who should I save? Who's going to have the better chance of survival? And if there's a husband involved, he can obviously put his input in, and the mother can put her input in before she even goes through labor or whatever the case may be. I just feel like killing the baby is obviously not the number one choice we should use. And with pro-choice and Planned Parenthood, that is the number one choice. I don't want no comments like, that's only 2 or 3% of their organization is abortions. Okay, well, if you're gonna look up that fact, look up how many abortions go under that 2 or 3%, and then come back to me and let me know if they offer you something else besides abortion when you walk in that clinic. Just let me know, because they don't. That's the first thing they want. That's the first solution they have for you. It's really the only solution they have for you, to be honest with you. But I don't know, guys. That's just how I feel about the situation. At first, I was only going to address the Christians, but I'm addressing all people of all nations, all races, all faiths, all religions, all sexes, because men have a say too. I'm addressing everybody. Why are you pro-choice? Why aren't you pro-life? Why aren't you pro-baby? Like, that's really what I want to know. And if there's some big sign that I'm missing about why I should be pro-choice, let me know that too, man. Like, I'm not here to, I told you, bash nobody for having had abortions. I'm just really challenging your thought process, your conscience, and your soul. I'm challenging it, because you can say like, it's 2019, women have the, no. I'm challenging you looking at the screen, your mind. I'm challenging your conscience and how you can say pro-choice is the side to be on. Period. How, why, when and where did you learn that was the right choice to make? I'm coming for everybody. Like, this is not even a joke. I'm coming for you. But I'm gonna just wrap this video up, because I could be on here talking all day, just rambling on. But I don't want to do that. So, thanks everybody for watching. If you're on Facebook, if this is Facebook, just like, comment, give me some reactions, give me some wows, some mad faces, whatever it may be. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, please and thank yous. I'm gonna actually link my YouTube to this video on Facebook, so if you're on my Facebook, please go subscribe. And yes, guys, thanks for listening. I just got out the shower and this was on my mind. I just washed my hair, so that's why I look like this. But thanks for listening, everybody. Much love to all people out there, and yeah, bye.